It's a good afternoon in New Jersey. How is everybody doing? Happy Thursday. I call this Procrastination Thursday. I call it that because each day I have different things for different days. So Monday is the day you set your goals. Tuesday is a day that you try to figure out life, family and life. Wednesday is what is Wednesday again? Wednesday is Wellness Wednesday, I think. Did I say was it Wednesday? Wellness Wednesday, I think. Thursday is Procrastination Thursday, like things you've been putting aside and you are finally getting to do them. Friday actually is a wellness day, so Wednesday is Gratitude Wednesday. I'm sorry, yeah, I got them well. Monday you make the goals. Tuesday you worry about your family, you put it together. Wednesday you have gratitude because it's half a day, half a week. Thursday you go to your list and see those things you've been procrastinating and you do them. Friday is Wellness Friday, so I got it together. So anyway, if you're finding me for the first time, my name is Penny. I come here 5 to 6 days a week. My goal is to inspire you. My goal is to hope that you can listen and learn. By the time I'm done talking, you'd have gained one or two things that you're going to apply in your life that is going to enable you to live a life with purpose. We all are on a journey, and that journey is eventually dying, but we want to make our journey as comfortable as possible before we leave this planet Earth and go to another Earth. So now this month we've been doing this book. We are delayed because I've been lacking consistency because I injured my elbow. Things are happening. I have so much going on, and I've not been consistent to finish this book. This book was supposed to have been done like in a month. Now this spilled over to November, but we are finishing it today. So in my class, you come with a pen and a paper. Make sure you take your notes. I really think I could have made a great school teacher, but I'm thinking the kind of temperament that I have, I probably would have spanked the children. I don't think the children would have liked me as a one-on-one teacher because I'm very strict. I have high expectation of myself. I have high expectation of my friends. I have high expectation of my spouse. I just don't know how I could have functioned in a classroom. And I'm always very grateful that social media, was born. And I have an opportunity to teach because I like to teach. And how I started talking on Facebook, I used to be with a group of friends and I always had this advice for them through reading the books, and they did not care to listen to me because they're like, you're acting like you have it together. That is how most of my friends that knew me one-on-one, when I'd read something and I wanted to share, they thought I acted like I got it. In America, they say I got it together, and I didn't really got it together. I was just sharing some of the things that I was reading. I'm still halfway reading this book. This book is written by a Kenyan lady, Lina Nyamwaya, leading with cultural humility. I like to read just for fun. That's how I ended up in America. I ended up here because there are things I read, and then I wanted to see if they are actually there, and I did find them. So I've always really wanted to share whatever I've learned. I want to share. That's why I talk. So I want also for people who are on social media to at least learn something besides the drama, besides all the things that happen on social media. If you happen to find me, I hope I say something that is going to help you live a better life than you're already living, or to help you start a journey, or to help you, have a peaceful home by knowing yourself. So today is the last day we are going to do this book. So we will go through all the questions and just finish it and go to another book. Okay? So I'm going to read the highlights that they've put on this book. This book was about me. It was all about me. It was all about you. Okay? That's why we started reading this book. I bought this book for $5 and it is worth $5. This book is to help you know yourself. If you've been writing since I started this, you know now you know yourself. You've started thinking about things you never thought about. Millie, what motivated you to post that house? Millie, you're asking me, not motivating. That's my house. People are still talking about my house. That's my house. I bought that property and that's my house. It's not a lie. And that's why I talk here on Facebook. People think people on Facebook are fake. People post good things. You're supposed to post A, B, C, D. No. I post real things. I took that picture and that's my house. And why it made people think that it was posted for whatever reason, that's on them. Because social media is not being used properly by other people. Some of us came to social media when we were grown. I started using social media when I already had, I think, three children. I was grown. I'm 50 years old. And I'm comfortable with anything I post on social media. But most of the things I post on social media about myself, they are true. And there's nothing wrong with my truth. And if it rubs people the wrong way, that's a choice they are making. But that is my truth. So let's go back to this book. This book is talking about self-awareness. That's why we did this book. It's supposed to help you to call yourself into a meeting so you can put yourself together to be that person who is able to live with other people, who is able to lead other people, okay? There's a quote here. To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. Millie, you asked a very good question and you didn't even know this quote was coming. This quote was said by Ralph Emerson. You can search the quote. Search that person and know who the person was. Ralph Emerson. To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. You need to try to be who you are. You don't need to be feeding into social media pressures or your friends. Like, you should not be pushed by anybody. Once you turn 18, you are working under your own terms and condition. Deborah, how are you? And then the next highlight was a little history. You need to know where you're coming from. I always reference to my village. My childhood was spent in Nyandoche Ibere for the 18 years. So the questions that came later as we were progressing in the book were to give you a little history so you can reflect back on where you've been and you can just try to plan where you want to go. Okay? Till this moment, I never knew myself, is another quote by Jane Austen. Until this moment, I never knew myself. There are some of you who don't even know yourself. Until this moment, you started reading these questions, you started, answering these questions, is when you discovered yourself. And then there is another quote. The present is a present. Right now, the moment I'm living today, the way I'm like this, is a gift. The present is a gift. But they've said the present is a present. When you're able to even sit online and watch me, it is a gift. If you're living today, it is a present. It is a gift. Take it as such. And then there's another quote here as we were going through the book. I was within and without, simultaneously, and repelled by my inexhaustible varieties of life. And this one was by Scott Fitzgerald. These words are hard, okay? And then the next set of questions that we dealt with, looking forward to the future. So the questions that came after every quote, some of these questions were helping you look forward to the future. And Oscar Wilde, he says, live the wonderful life that is in you. Let nothing be lost upon you. Be always searching for the new sensation. Be afraid of nothing. Live live. They repeated that 2-3 times. Okay? So that is the summary of how the book was broken down. As we are winding this book, I'm encouraging everyone to really reflect on yourself. Don't worry about everybody else. Try to do what is good for you. Don't live in fear. Don't do things because others are doing. So let's go to the questions so we don't waste too much time. Okay? Question number 1. Your pen and your paper. What are 3 bad habits that you dislike seeing in others? What 3 bad habits that you dislike to see in others? And you put a dash and write your own 3 bad habits that you have. Write about others and then write about yourself. Number 2, what does a family look like to you? What is the definition of a family? What does a family look like to you? When you think about a family, what is an ideal family for you? How is it supposed to look? Ask yourself that question. Number 3, what would someone say if they were to introduce you? If I had to introduce Deborah, I know Deborah online. If I had to introduce you, Millie, I know you online. If somebody had to introduce you, ask yourself, how are they going to introduce you? Because for us, we have different friends, we have our children, we have our spouse, we have different people who can introduce you. Ask yourself, if somebody had to introduce you, how are they going to introduce you? Number 4, how would someone describe your life journey? If somebody had to describe your life journey, how would someone describe that journey? Right now, if you've been following me for quite some time, you actually know my journey because I share my life. If somebody was given a chance to describe your journey, how are they going to describe that journey? Number 5, who has a part of your soul? Do you believe in a soul? I see people calling each other soulmates, or I see people searching for their soulmate. Who do you believe has a part of your soul? Personally, as a mother, I believe my children have my soul. I don't know about anybody else. I believe because I carry these children, they have a part of my soul. They're asking you, who do you believe has a part of your soul? Number 6. Have you ever told someone you needed them? And if it's yes, who was that person? How did it feel to call someone or to sit with someone and tell them you needed them? It is very, very hard. Okay? It is common for married couples to need each other. It's kind of normalized. But have you ever felt that you needed someone? And who is that person? How did that make you feel when you're actually even saying those words, or you're picking the phone and you're saying, Deborah, I really need you? Have you ever needed someone? In fact, I forgot to share this video. Let me do that right now. Have you ever needed someone? And who is that person that you ever needed? And how did it make you feel? Okay, let me share this real quick and then we can continue. It's always nice to invite other people in our talks, so right now they can be tuned in and we all learn together. Sometimes it's even good so we can all participate and chime in and learn from each other. The other people will come in different times, but it's good for us to be all in class, because this is a class. Like I told you, I like to teach, and would like to all of us to help each other, because you might learn something that the other person doesn't know. Okay, so share this video. I'm sharing, and do the same for me. Share, so that way we can have more people join us, so we can all learn from each other. And be active listeners also. Don't just listen in. Use your fingers, because you know God has given you those fingers. Be grateful for those fingers. Use those fingers and share. Don't take it lightly. When I tell you share, I mean share. Yeah, you see I've shared 7 times. Okay, let's continue. Number 7, do you ever think extra pounds are a bad thing? Winnie, how are you? Do you ever think gaining a little weight is a bad thing? What do you think about gaining weight? By the way, look at my utensils. My utensils have a roaster. Number 8. Are you concerned a lot with fairness? For me, it's a yes. I'm always trying to be unfair because when I was growing up, I have childhood trauma that I think for some reason, I truly believed that my mom used to oversend me. And I don't think anybody can convince me. I felt like I got extra work. And then when I questioned it, she used to justify it with something that she still does today. She used to tell me that I'm quick. If she's sending children, she used to say I deliver fast. So I grew up with that. I did not like being sent all the time. Nobody likes to be sent all the time. But I was like that child. I'm number 7 or number 8. My sister, who's a baby, up to now my mom thinks she's the baby, was not sent as much. And my sister, who's older than me, she was not sent as much either, because I'm thinking like her speed wasn't as good. And this one is a baby. This one, she's taking her time. So I grew up with really being conscious of fairness. So they're asking you, are you concerned a lot about fairness? And I know parents, who are always overloading one child. I know one child can be faster than the other. I know there's an employee as a supervisor who's always getting things done faster than the other. But are you always aware of being fair? Because as much as somebody always delivers, you cannot excessively overload that person with work. So you have to create an awareness to be fair. Number 9. How much of an observer are you? When you go to a place, do you observe? Do you pay attention to what you are surrounding? Some people talk more than they observe. How much of an observer are you? We need to create that consciousness. You need to observe before you respond. You need to observe before you contribute. I've been to different states and I see different states functioning differently, but I like to sit and look around. Do you ever sit and look around when you're in a group of people? Sit and observe. Don't just be quick to overtake the event and you don't get a chance to observe. They're helping you create awareness, okay? Number 10, this is the most challenging thing for a lot of men, not just women. This is a men problem, but you know what, men? We are talking to you. We want you guys to get better, okay? Number 10, do you ask for help when you need to? Do you ask for help when you need to? Lina, you're just coming in. I spoke about your book. You see where I have it? I'm not even halfway, Lina. That's how bad it is, or it's been. But I'm somewhere. I'm reading this book, and I just spoke about you, and I want to be a good leader. So I'm quarter way, but I'm reading the book. Okay. Punishment for competence. Yes, that is the problem, Lina. I'm telling you, and you're very smart. This book, I'm just reading this book where people are always saying, Lina, I know mwango. My mom tells me, Penina, I know mwango. Up to now, I'm telling you fast forward. My mom, she's 80 something. When I tell the other kids, in Ekewusi we call it chinsega. I have it. I like also challenge. I've always had a way I'm like, can you be fair? So my mom will tell me, Penina, I know mwango. Millie, where are you? We can get you this book. I can give you this book. We can buy it for you, Millie. Come into my inbox. I'll find a way to get you the book. The writer is here in America, and we will find a way to give it to you if you're whatever part of the world you're in. We are the people. We are the shakers and movers of the world. I'm connected globally. If you want this book, I'll find a way to get it to you. But come into my inbox, Millie. Okay? So, do you ask for help when you need to? So, men, this is a challenge that men have. A lot of men don't ask for help. Sex, they know how to ask. That one, men know how to ask for sex. That they cannot, you don't have to prompt them. But when it comes to actually asking for help, the men are going through something. They cannot ask for help. And that is not good. Men, I'm starting with you. You need to learn to ask for help. Chinsega, me, I was a lady because, Lina, I was oversent. My mom, up to now, my mom keeps oversending me. So, Do you ask for help? And Lina, you're here before you even drop, because you guys come in and go. Lina, you're one of my friends that I literally had to make a conscious choice to call you out on not asking for help. People who don't ask for help usually are perfectionists. They expect so much of themselves and they expect so much of other people. When you're a perfectionist, you don't know how to ask for help. And if you've been a supervisor, if you've been a manager, if you've been leading, if you've been in a position where you have to lead people, you know that it's good to divide the jobs. You have to be fair. You cannot do everything. A manager is to oversee. When you're leading something, like Lina she's a good coordinator. She coordinates events. Her job is not to do the events. Her job is not to micromanage. Her job is to say, Penny, you do this, you do that, you do that. So you have those friends who, or you have those family members who, they'd rather do everything. No. You have to learn to split jobs. And something I learned from my mom that I did for my children, I divide the house in sections. I don't care their pace. I don't care if they are playing video games. Whatever you're doing, at around 6 p.m. before their father arrives, that job should be done. I'm not trying to rush them. I'm not trying to have them do things faster. No, because once you raise your children, and that's what my mom didn't know, because my mom was from a different generation. Once you raise these children in a household, when they are going to move and start living on their own, their partner is not going to care whether they are slow or they are faster. When they go to college and they are living in college, the college is not going to know if, because they are slow, they didn't deliver the homework, or because they are slow, they didn't do. No. You need to know that, you know what, whatever speed that your child is using, give them that assignment and give them a time. When a paper is due, for those ones who've been to college, even if you've never gone to college, when something is due on a due date, is a due date. Like right now, people are playing the lottery. The lottery is ending on the 8th. When the 8th comes, or whatever date, the computer is going to shut down. So you creating excuses. You are not going to come on the 9th and tell the American lottery people, whoever is running the machines, oh, I forgot, can I? No. So you have to share responsibilities. So that way somebody is challenged at a young age when you're raising children. Yeah. And I like to read books. When I started having children, I was reading American books so I can raise my children the American way. They tell you that every child needs to learn to take responsibility. My little son right now, yes, Lina, you're right. Asking for help prevents burnout and decreases stress. Like now me, at my age, I'm not trying to do certain things. But I see my little son, because he's number 4, I see him sometimes, even when he has a cold, he's telling me, Mommy, put the Vaseline is here. And he's telling me, a 12-year-old, can you put Vaseline on me here? Then I'm thinking, this is somebody's husband. What kind of mindset is this? I say, what happened to your hand? Take your finger, take the oil and put it on your nose. Why are you asking me you're asking me to use energy? I'm 50 years old. I've been telling him I'm 50. I know there is a TLC you expect from the parent, but don't just do everything for people. If you're married, don't be the spouse that is doing everything in the house. Let your husband cook. Let your wife split those chores. I stayed on that so long. Question number 10, because you know it is the reason why a lot of relationships are broken. Because people expect so much and people want to carry the burden. Don't carry the burden for everybody. Men, if somebody is asking help from you and you are not able to do it, say no. That is how you're going to stay healthy. We are losing a lot of you because you know what, you're doing more than you need to do. Say no when you need to say no. Okay, let's move to the next question because we have to finish this book today. Number 11. Who is company that you won't ever mind having around? Whose company that you don't mind having around? Is there one person, no matter what, no matter the day, whatever you are doing, this person's company always cheers you up? They're asking you these questions so you can create an awareness. A nurse or a doctor, people who are in medical, I've heard it, but I don't understand. I don't know the real the terminologies to use. They've proven that people who really, you know, make you happy, people who smile. There's some kind of things that you produce that keep you healthy, that keep your blood pressure normal, that your sugar stays normal. Something, you know what I mean? Like somebody who cheers you. When they come to your space, you're just feeling great. Let me read this. Nancy Bright say, time limit not at your time. Teenagers working on this time management are great about being able to split chores in a marriage. Also remember, they might not do it your way, but they will do it. Exactly. Thank you so much. My husband doesn't need to clean how I need the house clean, but guess what? He needs to clean. My 12-year-old is not going to do laundry the way I want him to do laundry, but he's going to do it. And by the way, guys, I'm speaking as someone who's been married for 29 years. My children's ages is 25. I have a 22, I have a 19, and I have a 12-year-old. The 19 is away in college by himself in the dorm. I don't even look at his schedule. I don't even know if he went to class or he doesn't go to class. No, but I gave him the foundation where he knows what is expected at one time. What book is that Lina is saying? Oh, Lina is saying, I like when people participate. Lina is saying there's a book you can get, The Company You Keep. The company you keep is what's asking us this question. Who is that person you don't mind being around? There are people who stimulate you. Lina, you're a nurse. I don't know whatever you produce when you're happy. Lina, you're a nurse. Tell us. What is that thing you produce that just makes you just feel good when you're in a good mood? And then there's one you produce when you are unhappy. So they're asking you, who is that one person you don't mind that person being around? Okay, number 12. Who deserves a medal for all they do? Who? Dopamine. I was looking for that word. Yes, when you surround yourself with these people who make you feel good, you produce dopamine. And once you have dopamine, you are going to be... Look at my skin. I don't even have pimples. Because me, I know how to select who I want around. And when I don't want you, I don't want you. So, who deserves a medal for all they do? Ask yourself, who deserves a medal? Who is that one person deserves a medal for what they do? Write it down. For me, again, you guys have had me. The man that chose to marry me 29 years ago, I need to make a trophy and I hang it here. Somebody has been tolerating me for 29 years, my husband. Somebody has been providing for me and our children for the past 20-something years since our children came. My husband is the most happy person. The other day I was talking to someone about my husband. Nothing makes him mad. Every day is a good day. There are people in this world that God created that nothing bothers them. In fact, this man helped me to be a better person. I am who I am because, you know what? Somebody is by me really telling me that it's not that serious. Because me, I'm Team Lina, by the way. I'm very serious for most of the part. I'm always about results. I'm always about results. Failure was not my bottom line. Failing, not achieving something is my expectations are too much. And you know, when you're like that, you miss out in life. Yes, Lina, you can give yourself an award, but this time there's somebody that you can just come and say thank you. For me, I will tell my husband, who is the father to our children, that thank you. He's stayed calm. He's been a provider. He's just a personality that I truly admire. And when I grow up, I'd like to be with him, like him. And you know what? He doesn't know how to fight. Me, I'm a fighter. You start a fight, I'm coming after you. You see, I'm always like, I don't let any pin drop. Every pin drop, I pick it. I'm like, who dropped this? He's going to see the pin and he'll walk away. He is not going to bother. I don't leave any stones unturned. You pick on me, I come after you. And he will tell me, oh, don't worry about it. But I've given you an example. You have that person. Could be your mom, could be your auntie. It could be somebody that you really think you can go out there and buy them an award and just give them and tell them, you know what, I'm grateful for what you have done. Number 13. Where do you see yourself tomorrow? That is very simple to answer. Where do you see yourself tomorrow? How is your tomorrow looking like? What is tomorrow for you? I said Friday for me is a wellness Friday. Friday is when I do my food shopping. I already wrote my list. I have a book for where is the Juice Plus book? What happened to my Juice Plus? Where is my book? Oh, it's here. I told you, this is my Juice Plus book. Juice Plus, when I hear Juice Plus, is wellness. Tomorrow, Friday, is my wellness day. I look at my fridge. I write everything that, I'm going to buy. I write what's missing tomorrow, and then it's payday. I just sit down with my bills. I get my calendar. I manage all my bills. Tomorrow is a day for my wellness, to make sure everything is taken care of and documented. Yalina, you are saying thank you for sharing free information. And you missed it when I started. I said I like to talk on Facebook for free because I used to give people unsolicited advice. And it was hurting my feelings. And my little ego was being rubbed the wrong way. I'm giving somebody good advice and they're telling me, you think you got it. So I figured I should just come and teach people here. John can testify about my husband. You see, John has said that Abu is the nicest guy. In fact, this guy, I don't know. If I go back again, I'll marry him again. It's not even easy to be with me. Because me, I'm very difficult. And I've always I was a monitor, prefect, head girl. Those people, those people who asking too much from people. And I thank God, and I prayed for a husband. I thank God that he brought this man who can tolerate me and give me grace, okay? And I give him grace. He has his weaknesses. Don't think he's a little angel. He has his weaknesses, but his weaknesses are not like mine. Mine are like up there, okay? Then, which number were we? Number 13. Number 14. What is one thing you will always put an effort towards? What is one thing you'll always put an effort towards? For me, it's financial success. Let me tell you, when my money is not balancing, I'm not okay. Financial independence or financial success is a big thing for me, because without money, you can't eat. Without money, you can't have shelter. Without money, you cannot take your children to school. If they're asking you, what is the one thing you'll always put your efforts towards? I will always put an effort towards gaining financial success. And not even financial success, financial independence, where you are not asking for money. If I need to go buy underwear, I can just go buy. If I need to go buy lunch, eat shrimp, I can. If I need to buy this, I went to Hawaii and I saw this wallet this wallet carries my pens, by the way. It's all pens in here, and I have a flashlight, for emergency, just in case. This bag has everything here. It has a tape measure because I sell waist beads. It has a scissors. This bag, I saw it at the airport and it was $10. It has a highlight because I'm reading a book that I need to highlight. I should be able to buy these little things like this. I don't need to call my husband and ask him, can I buy a bag that I saw at the airport for $15? So the one thing that I always put an effort towards is to gain financial independence. Okay, number 15. What is something you believe in wholeheartedly? Do you have something you actually believe in? I believe me, and I mean this. Let me sip water. You can disagree with me, but I believe each one of us is talented and gifted in some kind of way. There is no human being that is created on planet Earth that has zero ability. And let me tell you, I've worked with clients who have developmental disabilities, children or adults now who are born with some kind of disability. They don't have speech, or they're missing an arm, or they're missing a leg. I've worked with clients for years. And believe me, each one of them do something that is very special. And they are talented. Many of them are not given opportunities. I will tell you that. But most of you who are watching me here on Facebook, you have a phone. You have the eyes. You have the books. You have everything that you need to be me, to be a star, to be a doctor, to have even that financial success that I told you. You just have not got up and discovered your talent. Let me tell you, I sell waist beads. If I tell you I sell waist beads and the money I'm making from selling waist beads, okay? Who is that? Who is that? Is the same money the person who went and got a degree. But I'm creative. I know how to make patterns. I can make patterns, and the doctors, the surgeons, the nurses, the engineers, I'm putting waist beads on their waist. Let me show you my workstation. Look at this. Where is this camera? Look at this. These are beads, okay? I pick these little beads, all right? And I put them on a string. Here's the string. I put them on a string. I have the string, and I feed the string, and the end product looks like that. See? There is the waist beads. They are all here. I've put all of them. Believe me, I'll create patterns out of this, right? When they come, they are very happy. And you know, the beauty about my business, it's doctors, surgeons, it's every career. Waist beads don't discriminate. When you wear them, you wear them. I stayed on this question to tell you, you don't know. We are all gifted. The day I discovered this waist bead talent in 2012, and I went to the township and I registered my business. That's when I officially got a tax ID, and I went into business. I stopped working full-time. I went into part-time because I discovered that, you know what, I cannot be a surgeon. I don't have the brain. I cannot find X. I can't be a nurse. I can't sit on the computer desk. There are things I cannot do. In fact, I don't even have the ability. I worked hard to pass to get a grade to come to America. But you know what? I'm very creative. You see these headbands, I make them. These beads, I make all this. I can sit and create these things. Number 15 is the most important question for you, whoever is watching me. What is something you believe wholeheartedly? I believe wholeheartedly that we are all gifted and talented. You just need to find out what you're gifted at, and you will ace it. I think I just wasted time doing other things, but I was raising my children because I wanted to be a present mom. I can sell waist beads in one day. There's a day I sold waist beads. Let me give you a number. There's a day I sold waist beads for $2,000. From 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. I've gone to the numbers like that. When I go to an event, I go to events. $2,000. Do the math. So 11 to 4. Okay? Let's do the math, because that's how I like to teach. Okay? Let's do the math. It's $2,000. I was there, set up. The customers come between 12 and 3. 12, 1, 2, 3. Let's even do it for 4 hours. Right? $2,000, right? Divide by 4. I was making $500 an hour. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you know, you guys who go to school for medical, for engineering, you're studying. All I need to do is sit here in this workstation, and I'm just giving you an example. And that's how I want people to process this. $500 an hour. When you have a bad day, on a waist beads day, when you're having a bad day, it's a $500 bad day. 300 worse, it's raining. They come for those waist beads. I'm using waist beads. We have not talked about the earring. You know, this is earrings. These earrings are from Kenya. They have Tusker. This is Tusker. Oh no, this is Pilsner, sorry. Right? It's a bottle top for a beer in Kenya. And I was selling these beads, these earrings. Americans bought this because of the color. And when I told them it's a alcohol bottle top, they even bought them. This is Pilsner, the top. Somebody was creative enough to take 2 bottle tops of a beer and turn it into an earring. Pilsner. Okay? Lager. Pilsner lager. This is earrings. And they will buy it. All I have to do was put these hooks. And the person sold it to me, and I sell it. Listen. I stayed on this question so long. But I'm telling you today, I believe wholeheartedly we are all gifted. We need to find that gift and do it faithfully. Don't look back. Don't compare yourself. Don't go into nursing or engineering because the money is there. The money is in whatever you're gifted. Everybody has a gift. You just need to find out what the gift is. Number 16. Who would you give your money to? I would give my money to orphan children. Children who don't have parents, I will give them my money. And I told our children, and I keep reminding them, if I had to go today, I have a 12-year-old, I have set money for him for college. He's going to go to college, get 4 years of college, right? And then he's on his own. So between 18 and 20-something, when he gets his bachelor's, then he's on his own. I've told them, I want the money that I have to go to children who don't have parents. Why do I say that? My father, my late father, is the reason that I'm here today. I had both parents until I came to America. When I try to imagine children without a mother, when I try to imagine children without a father, my heart sinks. If I raised our children for all these years, I was a present mom. Their father was a provider full-time. He was a present father. They're in a loving home. We have the most beautiful loving home. If I raise these children until they become adults, I can't imagine children who don't have parents. So my money, if I came into a whole lot of money, I'm going to give it to children who don't have parents. And I mean that. I'm coming from a generation, I'm a Kenyan, American, I moved here, and I've raised these children here. And these children, they are not the lucky children. My children are not the lucky children that are going to inherit. There's nothing to inherit. Whatever is left behind after they get their bachelor's degree, that I'm helping pay, okay, that I'm paying for their tuition, they should get an education and get out. And because I come from Nyando Chebero, or because I come from Kenya, I cannot help give children money here who are my children that I've given everything when they're children who don't have parents. So that's my take. I want my children to leave money for their children. But at the same time, I have started a non-profit organization that I want my children to continue when I'm long gone. If they don't continue, I'll be haunting them. I want them to be talking to their friends when I'm long gone, and they're going to continue amasase.org to look for donations and continue educating children in Africa who are less fortunate, children whose parents did not even have a chance to live to raise their children the way my father did. That's my way of to be remembered. I don't want to leave money for my children to go buy a Lexus, no. They are not getting any of that. It's going to the children who don't have a father, who don't have a mother. Okay? I know the Bible says that, oh, you're going to leave something for your children. What I left them is leaving Nyando Chebere and bringing them here to give birth to them. Even finding a father for them, even finding somebody to make those children with was a challenge. I already did that. They are already born here. The bus is picking them here. So, unfortunately, the money will go to children who are less fortunate, who did not have parents like I had. Okay, number 17. Do you see yourself having an office job in the future? Is a no. For me, it's too late. But you, do you see yourself having an office, like an office job? The office job is almost the worst job. Self-employment is the way to go. Number 18. What 5 people would you invite for dinner? If you had a chance today to invite 5 people, can you write that list? Who are those people? And what are some of the questions you like to ask those people? Number 19. Are there people you know who look down on you? Okay, that one is not applicable to this one. Because me, they don't even exist. Once I know you look down on me, I delete you. But I don't even know you. I don't want to know you. They are the haters. So they're asking, do you know, are there people in your life that you know that look down on you? Why are they looking down on you when you're up there? So strive not to be down there. Number 20. Who is the one family member you'd never ask for help? Yes, Osoro is saying, show a person how to fish and they will fish for themselves for a lifetime. Yes, Osoro, I believe that. Our children, my father told us that, and I'm passing that on. My father told us he's only giving us education, and he brought us to America. That's it. He was done. He's long gone. There is no way to bring him back. He had no inheritance, and I don't think I worked hard enough to change it to the next generation. So you teach your children how to be independent. Don't wait for your children to take over what you have. Whatever you have, help other people. Who is the one family member you'd never ask for help? This is very, don't write, think about it. Don't even write it, because this is very dangerous. For those of us who have siblings, let me tell you, hey, this is a dangerous question. I don't even know why they put this question here, because it's encouraging a lot of negativity. Who is that one family member you'd never ask help for? Hey, that is scary, but answer that question. Number 21. Have you ever asked for someone for a loan? Hey, right now, me, I owe a lot of money. And even some people I owe, they are watching me. So, hey, I've been borrowing. Paying college for kids is not easy. I knew it was coming, but I wasn't ready enough. Have you ever asked someone for a loan? That's how I'm living. And even me, there are people who ask me for loans and I've never seen them. And you know you're here, you're watching. If you owe me money, please bring that money back. I'm waiting. Even me, I owe people money. I want my money back. That's number 21. What happened to my pencil? Okay. Number 22. What would you want your very last meal to be? That's scary. If you are going to die, and you know what? And they are telling you, hey, they are telling you you'll no longer be there. So eat your last meal. That's a very sad thought. But you know, it could be realistic. It's going to be true. There's a day you're going to have your last meal. They're trying to juggle your mind and tell you, enjoy the food. Me, I want ugali and maybe saga. I want the Kenyan food with avocado. Yeah, I'd want that. Something like that. That's number 22. What is your favorite meal? If we can put it, we can put a positive spin to it. Do you have a favorite meal? Because this one of dying, I don't know about. What is Nancy saying? As immigrants, we sometimes say we want to give our children what we do not have. Our children what we do not have. Change this mentality. You know what? You're so right. But you know what? I have seen Kenyan parents here in America who came from poverty, and I know them. I understand. I have seen them take their children back to poverty. The difference in America. Can you imagine your children? You came out of poverty. So you come to America. You work 2-3 jobs. You give your children everything. Literally, they don't learn how to work for themselves. Now, right now, as we speak, when I came here, the children who were born were 30 years old. And I saw those parents. Those children are on welfare. Kenyan American children are on welfare. Their parents were in the village poor. So they came here and worked 2 to 3 jobs. They had the sneakers. They had the big house. I know. Let me tell you, Nancy, that is the most terrible thing. People who came out of poverty think that material things, buying their children ABCD or not making their children do chores, is how they are going to compensate for what they didn't have. And you know, it is tied to PTSD. It's post-traumatic disorder, where someone is just reliving their childhood where they missed ABCD, and it destroys the children. I never cooked since I was, like, my whole life, because when you're almost the last child, you never cook. Up to now, I don't know how to make chapati. But I said, my children have to cook. Nowadays, I don't cook. If I'm not, I'm too old to cook now. I just send a text. One child cooks another day, and they started cooking when they're like 5, 6. You start giving them cooking responsibilities. You start doing food shopping with them. I don't cook. But guess what? I don't even know why our parents didn't teach us how to cook. Like, what were they thinking? You're thinking to send your children to a college to America, and they can't cook. Never learned how to cook, nothing. It is the most terrible thing. And when I ask my mom, she tells me, oh, we wanted you guys to read so you can have maids. There are no maids here, but they didn't see the future. But here's the future. These parents who do everything for their children, these children end up becoming a disaster. They need to be able to cook whether you have money or not. Teach the children how to manage money. Teach the children how to take responsibility of, whatever place they are in. Nancy is saying, let's teach the children financial independence. Also, chapati thing is really, no. I'm not even trying to, I didn't know even how to make a meal, but I have learned. We've used YouTube. My husband never knew how to cook. He has learned since COVID. We are all learning. You can teach your children how to cook. You can teach your children how to clean. Don't do things for the children because you came out of poverty. Okay, number 23. How do you measure someone's goodness? How do you measure someone's goodness? You are deciding Nancy is good. How do you measure somebody's niceness? To me, the things they say. Number 24. Have you ever smoked cigarette? For me, it's a yes. I smoked. There's a time I went through smoking, and I did smoke. And some of you have never smoked. Some of you have never drunk. There are things I tried when I was younger, or there are things we've tried. Smoking is a really bad habit. In this country, it is just extreme. But smoking is bad for you. But they're asking you, have you ever smoked? If you did, what did you learn? You can teach someone who's coming behind you. Number 25. Who do you always give the benefit of the doubt to? Who do you give the benefit of the doubt to? That's my husband. Sometimes he can be lying. And I can hear. I'm hearing I can hear he's lying, but I give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm like, oh, well, let this slide. And he's lying because he just doesn't want to hear too much of my yap. So people do lie. Even your children, you have to give them the benefit of the doubt, even if, you're anybody. When people tell you things, just don't subscribe to everything. Just doubt it, and doubt it properly, because that's how you catch some things. Number 26. What is the last celebration you attended? The last celebration I attended has been so long I don't even remember. That's how bad it's been. I've been very busy, so I don't remember. If you ask me now, I don't remember the last celebration that I attended. But when?
My friend's birthday.
Whose birthday?
Yeah, Sabina.
Is that the last one? That was last year?
Yeah.
Didn't I go to Texas for a baby shower?
Oh, you went to Arizona for graduation.
No, I went to...
Yeah,
yes.
You did that too, yeah.
I went to Arizona for Doreen's graduation. When did Doreen graduate? That's the last celebration I attended. It's been over a year. It was in March. So that's a year. And then I went to Minnesota for Lina's event. So it's been a while. But did you attend one? If you didn't, please put it on your calendar. Attend a celebration where you're dressed up, where you've been invited. Honor people's invitation. That's what they're trying to tell you. Number 27. Would someone describe you as talented? That's what I just told you before. Everybody is talented. I wholeheartedly believe we are talented, but in different things. So you cannot say you are not talented. You are talented, but maybe you don't know what your talent is, and find it. Number 28. Can someone tell? What can you always tell from a person's handshake when somebody greets you? I remember when Dylan and them were doing the Teen Sharp thing, and I attended one of their meetings, and they were told when you shake a hand firmly. Apparently there is something more to when somebody shakes your hand like this with weakness, and there is a difference when somebody shakes your hand with firmness. What can you make anything out of the way somebody shakes your hand? Okay. Number 29. How do you honor your body? This is a big one. How do you honor your body? That is very personal. Don't write it. How do you honor your body? Number 30. Is it ever too late to do what makes you feel purposeful? That's number 30. Is it ever too late to do what makes you feel purposeful? It's never too late. I'm still going to go to school to make dresses, because I like to make dresses. I want to start being a tailor or a fashion and designer for clothing. It's never too late. That's 31. Number 32. Oh no, 31. Can you tell when somebody's lying? Because we want to finish this book. Can you tell when somebody's lying? Okay. Number 32. What does honor mean to you? The word honor. What does honor mean to you? The last question, which is number 33. Has somebody ever tried to rescue you? Or has somebody ever tried to save you? And who's that person? How did that feel? The end. We are done. Thank you so much. I hope you listened and learned. I don't know how long I took. I must have been here for over an hour because I wanted to finish this book. We are moving to a different book. And eventually, when I finish the book that I have in line, we are going to get to Lina's book, To Lead with Humility. When you're a leader, you need to humble yourself. You need to know how to lead people. And guess what? Leaders are not just leaders. Leaders is everybody. Each one of us is a leader in our own different ways. Don't think when you think of leaders, you're thinking of presidents, you're thinking of supervisors. No, you need to lead yourself. You don't need to lead other people. You need to learn to lead yourself. So when we are talking about leadership, leadership is not about other people. Because when you lead yourself, people are able to look at you and say, you know what, Maridadi, how did you get this and that done? Because you're leading yourself. You're watching what you're eating. You're watching what you're wearing. You're watching what you're saying. You're doing things that you know you are holding yourself responsible. And when people see whatever you're doing, they can come to you and say, Maridadi, how did you do this and this? Because you're teaching yourself, you're disciplining yourself, all the things we've covered in this book. You've created awareness. When you've created awareness, you're going to be a person that people are going to admire. And those are the people we call leaders. Okay? And I'm always writing notes. You see, this is a notepad I was given by my friend in the last conference I attended. The last story I want to tell you guys, and it's a very nice story, and it's a very simple story. I was listening to a podcast about a dentist that left America and went to Germany to attend a conference, a dental conference. You remember years he was working as a dentist in an office practice where they were like a group of people. And while he was browsing online, he saw a conference. They are talking about 20 years ago. He saw a conference, an upcoming conference for dentists. And you know what you guys don't know? There's conferences for everything. There's conferences for McDonald's. There's conferences for Popeyes. There's conference for everything. So I have attended a Juice Plus conference. And that guy packed his bags, took time off, and attended that conference in Germany. He noted there was a little language barrier, but he could see whatever the conference, they had practicals. Some things were easy to learn by seeing, although there was a language barrier, but they accommodated the English speaking, so they had translators. When that dentist finished that conference and came back to America, he had learned a skill that changed his whole career. And within 10 years, he literally retired from his job. Literally retired, left that job. I say this to say this because you know what? He made so much money. He invested the money in real estate. He invested his money and there was no need for him to continue working. But he had learned a skill that he passed on to other dentists. And you know, he had excessive clients. He removed himself from payroll. He was done. I say this to say this. You've taken your time. Whatever you are doing, you stopped to listen to me. When other people spend their time on social media, abusing, talking, chasing celebrities, talking about everybody's life, you chose to give me your time. I don't take that for granted. I want to tell you thank you for listening to my unsolicited knowledge that I've gathered from books that I feel the need to share. Thank you so much for taking time to listen. And I hope you learned something today. that is going to put a spin in your life. Today is Thursday, Procrastination Thursday. The day that you've been putting things away, that we remind you, you can actually get started. Discover your talent. When you can create awareness about your life. You chose to pause and listen to me. You chose to pause and stay here for over an hour that I've been here. I'm praying that you picked one or two things. And that's why I always tell you to have a pen and a paper. I hope you picked something that is going to be life-changing. And let me tell you guys, I've been talking on Facebook since 2017. The people that listened to me and took notes are doing 10, 20 times than me. Because sometimes I'm also not as good as I'm saying, because you know what, I'm reading. And I'm not applying everything, but you can apply some of these things and your life will never be the same. Get your book. Get your pen. Always have your bag ready. This bag was bought to by my friend Doreen. She's in Arizona. Doreen bought me this bag. It's a little backpack. Okay? And this bag is a bag that I have the things, the books. Let me show you what's in this bag. That I have, I walk around with these things. Anywhere I go, this bag is on my back. Because I decided that, you know what, I needed to put everything that I needed to put together. Here is my calendar. This calendar, I bought it from Staples. It is a beautiful calendar, and if I can show you, there are spaces to write. Let me show you a blank one. You know, most of you don't want, but I can show you the one I've written. Don't zoom in. Yeah, I have written all the money. I have written all the dates, the doctor's appointment. You see how busy my calendar is? This is October. It is active. All the money is written here. All the dates are written here. Okay? And then you have spaces where you write. Let me show you a blank one. November is coming in. This calendar is so nice. Every day it gives you a box where you can write your things, where you can write your goals. And I can tell you, I have accomplished so much from just writing. Just write every day. They've given you a date and you can write in. Okay? You need that. $10 worth investment. I have this book that was bought to me. The cover, this cover is a Michael Kors cover. This is quality. When you talk about quality over quantity. My friend Becky bought me this book cover. And then inside, my friend's daughter, Bossy, Ebony, in the UK, bought me this for my birthday. And in here, it is a journal that has scriptures where you can come in. It has a date. It has a little date here. There's a date there. Okay? And there is words of encouragement here. Okay? And then down here, there is a Bible verse here. These are quotes, Bible verse, the date. So now, this is where I come and write my thoughts. There is power in writing. Where you just sit and write whatever you're thinking. Just hide the book, because people have this business of trying to get into your business. You write what you need to do. You write how you're feeling. Every day you can do it every day, however you get the time. And it is, see, very good quality, and it stays right there. It's there. Okay? This one is my book for goals. It's written goals, you see? And this is PennyOldFashions.com. This book, it's a big book, only takes goals and things that I buy. Like now I have an event coming up. I've pinned this event and I know the date. I've written it down. Okay? I have receipts of things that I buy. This is my business. These are goals, things I need to accomplish. I have customers' names that I need to order things for. I've written them down. Okay? And then in this book, is where I also write the expenses where I spend money for business, its goals, and things that I want to achieve. This book, okay? In this book, I have this book. I've had this book for over, my son is over 10 years. This book has words of wisdom. So every now and then when I feel bored, you see my friend Jackie's notepads are here. Jackie has a home care agency in Minnesota, and she gave us notepads when we were there. When I just write, when I sit, I just write. Let me drink water. I just write. I just wanted to finish this video because we are ending this book. Okay, my notes. This is my new book. I just got this book. Okay. Yeah, Becky, today I was to do an hour because I was resting this book. I mean, this book has to come to an end. We start another book. This is my new book. I just bought this book from Five Below for $5. Okay. And it says, this is what matters. It's written by a doctor. Somebody went to school. The doctor is even given like a kissy name, Perpetua. Perpetua Neo is the writer of this book. It's a step-by-step workbook for identifying your values and priorities. Not that I don't know them. Now it's going to help you reinforce. This is my new book. Right? It's amazing. And it's going to allow me to write in. Costed me $5. I'm going to write inside, and I'm going to answer these questions, and what I think. Then, in this book, the Juice Plus goes in. This Juice Plus, it said, is where you put, I've said this before, where I put my food shopping, the list, everything that I need to do about my health and wellness is in this book. Okay? And in this bag, I have my pens. I love pens. Becky, by the way, I think I'm due for a pen, a fountain pen, Becky. My dear friend, you bought me the ink. That fountain pen has been misbehaving. Let me show you. I have the ink. As you guys can hear, I've said everything is given by someone, but you know what? It's okay. I have good friends. I have the ink, Becky. The fountain pen kind of misbehaved, and I still have a whole bottle of ink. So, my dear friend, your next pay period, send me a nice pen, fountain pen. I know you bought me one, but hey, friends are expensive. So, I need a fountain pen. There. Okay. That wallet, see me?
What?
I found it.
Oh, I thought you were done.
The wallet Auntie bought you is on the shoe rack. It's purple. That's what I was telling you. Bring it. Let's ask the color. Okay. This from Hawaii. Okay? This is what goes in this bag. My daughter is around. So, all this. Did you guys hear like I have things from people? Or you didn't? You missed that part. You see it? Not maybe. It is. And there's Lina's book. When I feel like I want to feel like.
Oh, you wanted
a leader. No, I wanted here. This wallet, I was telling Sydney. Who is the wallet I was taking you out of?
Oh, the Michael Kors?
Yeah, let me see that one. So, my friend Becky bought this for my daughter. And I was telling her to give up. There's another wallet she has that I don't like. Because this one, what color is this? This is purple. She was saying it's pink. So we have friends who buy us things. If you don't have friends who buy you things, you need to find them. Okay.
I like this. I don't know what she's talking about. It matches my bag. You gotta match the brand.
I bought you this bag, yeah. Okay.
But this is why I have my book. This is what she wants.
So I was telling Sydney to get rid of this thing and move into this.
Maybe this and Michael Kors.
This, it doesn't matter. Kate Spade can roll with
She's
it.
good. No, Kate Spade is good. But
so that's my daughter. By the way, Sydney, come and show your face. This is my daughter. You know she's very beautiful like me. In case you've never seen her.
Hey guys.
See my daughter? And today I was telling her, I'm wearing a shirt. They use these shirts when they used to go to dance school.
We wore it one time.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Yeah. So what can you tell my viewers? Because now I brought you into the whole mix. I messed up the video.
How did you mess it up?
Because now we went into our personal stuff. Can you talk?
I thought you wanted me to come here.
This is my 22-year-old. So what can you say? Show your face.
I don't know what you were talking about.
I was talking about just life goals.
Hey guys.
Yeah. Finding your talent.
Hopefully.
Finding your talent. That's what I was talking about. And discovering yourself.
And life goals. I hope everyone reaches their life goals, but it takes hard work to reach your life goals. So if you're not going to put hard work, just click off the live. If you're going to put hard work, then stay in the live.
Yeah. I was talking about discovering your passion, what you really like to do. Yes, and how you can really put an effort to do it. Because you know what? Some people don't even know what they like to do.
Surround yourself with positive people.
Yeah. So that's my loving daughter. Okay? And I was planning to do arranged marriage for her. If you are single here. She said no. She's 22. Yeah. These are the pictures from high school. Anyway, I went off topic. Thank you so much for being in my space, for taking your time to listen to me. I hope you learned something. Whatever I just did with Cindy was just extra. And the rest, please take a pen and paper and write it down. And I'm telling you, I told you, all these things we get from friends, you have to give something back. It's not the same. You don't give the same gifts. You give different things because everybody is gifted in different things. Okay? Give whatever you're gifted to your friends, and create time for your friends. It's not as easy as we think, but do that. Millie, you're one of my active listeners today, and you know what? I have to get you the book. Go to my inbox. I don't know where you are, and I'm going to send you Lena's book. I'm going to find a way. I don't know how. Where you are. Where are you, by the way, Millie, before I pen down? What part of the world are you? So I can see how you're getting your book. I'm waiting for Millie to answer, then I'll know how I'm going to get this book to her. Millie, write quickly so we don't hold people hostage. Yeah, people have to go do important things. And even me, I need to sit here and finish reading my book. Millie, where are you? Millie, I'm waiting for you. You're my person of the day. You started the question. You asked me why I posted that house. What was my intention? I hope now we are together. Where are you? Oh, why is it taking long for her? She probably dropped off. Millie. Where are you? Okay, we're going to end the video. I'm sure she's going to write where she is. But cheers and God bless you guys. Go on YouTube. If you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do that. I would appreciate that. Let me put the YouTube channel. Go there and support me. I'll truly and truly appreciate your support. I don't take it for granted. And that is how we are going to learn from each other, by sharing. Okay, let me see. Here we are. I'm going to put the YouTube channel here, the board. Here, there. I was waiting for Millie to tell me where she is, but it looks like she dropped off. People come and go. Okay, there we go with information for YouTube. God bless you guys. Cheers.